Hello, hello, yogis. What time is it? Ooh, 10:28. Welcome. What a sunny day. It's going to be really humid and then possible rain. Hello. Say good morning. Oh, Mama, stop it. So I would like us to move easily. You might build a little bit of heat, but don't be scared of it. Remember, exhales are wonderful to kind of cool the body down. So I can't spell usually in general, and then put me live and I really can't spell. There we go. Perfect. There we go. What is this? Everything, the view's always changing. Good morning, Val. Sorry about my typo. That's I was probably thinking the old slow flow schedule. So welcome yogis as you begin to join today. Nice easeful practice. It's very humid. It's going to be humid today, so I don't want us to get too heated. But it's also, humidity is such a great way to open up and stretch. It's really just kind of the body. You can the muscles relax with that heat and that moisture. It's kind of nice. So taking a little bit of advantage of that today. Good morning, Pam. Nice to see you. Namaste. So as we get going, I'm going to move back. And as always, I do encourage to find support in your body. I'm sitting up on a blanket. I have blocks. I also have a towel or two that are rolled that can also kind of create supports to go underneath the knees. So you might place those underneath the knees if you don't have the support that you're looking for with blocks. And just take your time here. We're going to start with the Sukhasana just to bring ourselves into our bodies this morning, and then move into another shape of Baddha Konasana. So that's why I really do encourage you to find something to lift you up a little bit in the sit bones and the lower back. And just allow those sit bones to spread, that beautiful foundation of our practice in these seated poses. And just notice where you can let go. This beautiful day, each day, just an opportunity to go deeper, to observe the world, yourself, And notice where you can maybe react a little less to it. In these difficult times, sometimes I find myself just getting too much into the future, too anxious of trying to make choices and decisions and of the future, and almost trying to control that which I cannot, right? And then the mind for me sometimes goes into the past, right? If only I had, or if I hadn't done. And when I bring myself right here onto my mat, truly it's an opportunity to just release. And I feel it every time. Been practicing enough now to just know this is my little sanctuary here on the mat. That place to let go and just go inward to myself with kindness, with love. And just let me feel this present moment. Allow yourself to feel this present moment. And just notice as you allow the world to slip away, the past, the future, and just embrace this beautiful present moment. Notice maybe your body just relaxes into that. The nervous system begins to calm. And just allow the muscles of the face to release, those temples, those eyebrows, those cheeks, those eyelids. Let all of that soften. Notice the tongue, often it's pressed kind of harshly against the roof of the mouth with not even being aware of it. See if you can let that settle. And just move into a little bit more ease with everything. And just take your breath here. Find the rise and fall of the breath in your body, the inhales and the exhales. That soft movement of the breath. That beautiful rise and fall into the heart center, into the shoulder blades, into the back of the neck. Just feel that, be with that. And then on your next inhale, when it comes, first take an exhale. Finding that next inhale, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just find that inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold this breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold this breath 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. Just letting that go. Finding that as you let it go, that nice cleansing breath. Bring your hands together at your heart center and just bow into this, right? That first pranayama practice, focusing the mind, focusing the breath, taking a little bit of control of that energy, bringing it into our bodies, into loving kindness. This beautiful day again as we Just regroup. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale, lift your head. Exhale out through the mouth, shoulders down the back of the body. And from here, take a nice inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Get that big reach, and we're just gonna walk the hands out, one and the other. You can move the head a little bit. Just really explore it. Make it yours. Love it. Take another inhale, both arms up to the sky, palms together, and exhale down into your heart center. And just revisiting that intention, just for me, that intention of moving into this current place right here and now, this place of breath, this place of love, this place of kindness. Beautiful. Let the hands come down, and we're going to move into that Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet come together. But today we're going to take and bring the feet a little bit wider, so a little bit further away from our body. So often we're a little closer with the heels towards the groin. We're going to open them up to a larger diamond, yeah? And then sit nice and tall, again, rocking those sit bones. Find that inhale, it grows you long. And then with the exhale, stay as long as you can and very slowly slide down the legs. Hands can always come with you, they should, towards your ankles. Yeah, and then just find another breath. That inhale kind of lifting you long again. And then exhale, let yourself melt here. And just notice, for some of you, most of you I hope, the outside of those legs, from the outer hip, outer knee, down to the calves and ankles. So just notice how that feels. Again, you can always slide some props underneath these knees, either side. Encourage it. And then just allow that head to begin to release the shoulders, the neck, breathing into each of the vertebrae up the spine. And just revisit those inhales and exhales. That lengthening of the inhale and that moving into that space with the exhale. And you might find it's nice to rock a little bit side to side. That's up to you. You might find it's nice to kind of sway the head a little bit side to side. Again, up to you. Take another breath. Inhale. Remember those exhales. Just let the body melt into it. 2 more breaths here. And 1 more. Beautiful. Draw the belly button in. Tuck the chin. And we're going to roll up. Take your time. Love it. And then from here, we're going to take these feet and bring them back a little, coming into that sort of classic Baddha Konasana. And same thing, you can always slide the props or blocks underneath those knees. Sit nice and tall here. Take a breath, inhale. Stay there, exhale, let the knees kind of open up and relax. Let those inner thighs get some nice space. And again, another breath, inhale. And that exhale. 1 more here, inhale, let the knees relax. With that exhale, just come into this practice, into your body. Beautiful, take a nice inhale, and then begin to reach long, and let the hands maybe wrap around the toes if that's right for you, or a yogi toe lock. And then just let yourself come into this forward fold of Baddha Konasana. Maybe the elbows rest onto the calves or knees or thighs, up to you. And just let go again. Noticing how this shifts in your body, a little bit more of the outer hip, lower back, inner thigh now. And just smoothly take this breath, stay with this breath. You can always bring the palms down onto the earth in front of you if your body has that space. For me, I kind of like the yogi toe lock. It keeps me lengthening my lower back and kind of allows me to draw in. I'm pretty tight in the lower back and hips, so feels better to me. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. Draw the belly button in, tuck the chin, use the core to roll yourself up. Really important. And then from here, we're gonna take this right hand to the left knee, and that left hand's just gonna come behind us or a little bit alongside us, whatever feels right. Grow long, and then just begin to take a little twist here. Belly button draws in, the ribs begin to open, and then that heart opens. And then as you find that twist, just allow the chin to slowly dip down, keeping that right hand cupping that knee. Kind of, instead of leaning forward away from that stretch into the shoulder, you kind of draw into that right shoulder a little bit. So just find that space, back of shoulder. Beautiful. One more breath. Beautiful. Lift the tongue, lift the belly in and up. Let the head go up as well. We're going to come back through to center. Place the hands onto the knees, and we're going to sit back into this. So as you do, the chin tucks, and you round the spine. The more you tuck the chin, the more deeply back you can go. And just notice this into the back of the whole spine. Beautiful. One more breath here. Lift the belly button and slowly come back up, nice long spine. And from here, we're gonna take that left hand to that right knee, and that right hand comes behind you, but not pushy. This twist is a little less because of the way the legs are situated. So I just want you to grow long, draw the belly button, and then begin to twist with the ribs, the heart center. And just allow the shoulders to melt away from the ears. Keep that nice lift of the core, the pelvic floor. And then just slowly let that chin begin to dip. And you're rounding sort of into that upper back, but you're not kind of releasing forward. You're actually sitting back a little bit. And you should feel a nice juicy stretch a little bit more onto that left side, shoulder blades, rib cage. And just take a few breaths there, giving yourself time to just relax and settle. Let that neck relax, so important. One more breath here. Feels really good. Beautiful. Draw the belly button in, and we're going to begin to lift back up. And then come back through to center. Hands again, find those knees. And again, you're just gonna sit back. So long spine, tuck the chin. You might nod the head side to side a little bit. One more breath here. Beautiful. Lift the belly button in and up. Keep the hands on the knees and just send the heart forward, shoulders down away from the ears, the tail slightly reaching behind you. And just pause there. It's kind of that cow chest, that cow back. One more breath. Beautiful. And then back to neutral. From here, we're going to take that right leg and we're going to reach it long out in front. And I encourage, I find that I often overextend behind my legs in these types of stretches because I think, oh, that'll help me go deeper. I encourage you to support, maybe slide a rolled towel or blanket behind that extended leg, right? And then just find your space here. That left knee is bent. You can always put a block underneath that as well. Take a nice inhale, grow long. And then exhale, just walk out over this right leg. Take your time. We're slowly opening up these legs, this lower back, the spine, the shoulders. Nice humidity, you can kind of work with that unless you have your air conditioner on. Maybe you want to turn that off for yoga. And just allow this to release, relax, calm you. Yeah, just a nice little movement side to side. Beautiful. One more breath here. We're going to take an inhale. We're going to grow a little bit longer. And that exhale, we're going to melt back into it. Should feel sweet, not forced. And then from here, take this left hand, cross it over to the outside of that right leg. And that right hand can come a little bit behind you. Grow long again. So drawing that belly button in and up. And then just kind of draw that torso across the leg a little bit. Slight little twist as you melt back down. Yeah. Should feel good. Just explore it. Don't force it. Feeling the left side of your lower back hip kind of opening up through the rib cage, through that shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. Just nice, easeful movement of the breath, right? One more breath here. Very, very slowly draw the belly button in and roll yourself up real slow. I encourage that. Beautiful. Take this right hand to this left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Flex through that extended leg. Take a twist here. Open up. Inhale. Exhale. Stay with the twist. Inhale. And exhale. From here, take that left arm, reach it up to the sky. Stay twisting to the left, but then take this left arm kind of over your head, kind of over as you reach towards those toes. But you can see I'm not going very deeply here. I'm not kind of going all the way down. I want to get that lovely length from that left sit bone through the ribs, through the shoulder, to the fingertips. Relax that head and neck, please. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. One more breath here. Lift the belly button, so important, and slowly come back up. That left hand comes down, and that chest comes back to neutral. From here, we're going to take this left foot, we're going to bring it onto the earth, so the knee is kind of facing up towards the sky. And we're going to come into another twist, taking that right hand across that left knee and that left hand again behind us. Now, try and keep that knee from rolling out by drawing it across, sort of into the center line. Grow long again, and then begin to take that twist a little deeper now. You notice there's a little more space to take the twist. And you might feel this across the outer edge of your left hip. Breathing in, breathing out, never forgetting that breath. Really in these very gentle flow, slow flow classes, the breath, if you can tap into it, has so much movement, the expansion opening you up, and the exhale kind of allowing you to feel the body flowing into that twist. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back through to center. We're going to take this left forearm to the inside of that left knee. And that left hand's just going to come down kind of alongside, a little bit behind. Going to grow long again, another twist. And then slowly just twist to the right. Make it yours, just feeling a nice counter twist here. One more breath. Love it. And then slow. Coming back through to center, extending this left leg long, giving it a little shake. And then if you had a towel or a rolled blanket underneath that right leg, we're going to slide it now underneath that left leg and bending this right knee. Same thing. You can always place a block underneath that. Really important. Just explore, especially these home practices. You can really kind of find what's right with you without worrying what anybody thinks. It's all you. Sit nice and tall here. Relax that right hip. And then begin to just walk the hands out. Take your time. So you're over that left leg. This is my tight side and the opposite hip. So as I move, I really want to just take my time. There. To just allow the muscles to begin to relax and open. Yeah, and taking our time with each shape, each pose today. Each asana. The word asana means to place in a special way. So as we move peacefully into these shapes, this pose, Janu Sirsasana, right? Nose, knee to nose pose. So just take your time, maybe walking the hands out. Notice if you're overextending behind that knee. Let the head go. Feel that space coming into the right hip rib cage, up the back of the left leg. And then from here, one breath, take a nice inhale, grow a little long, so get some length in the spine. And exhale, melt back into it. You feel that nice stretch. Beautiful. And then from here, grow a little long again. We're going to take this right hand to the outside of that left leg. And we're going to take some lengthening inhale here. A lengthening inhale. And then exhale, just kind of draw your torso across the leg a little bit. Slight twist. That left hand can come kind of alongside you if you like. I do that because it helps me stay, again, with length into that lower back. I kind of use the left fingertips to draw me forward. Beautiful. Take a few breaths. Let your head go, or you might softly move it a little bit. Notice maybe there's some space coming into the back of that right shoulder as well. One more breath. Beautiful. Now lift the belly button in and up. Tuck the chin. Slowly roll up. Beautiful. And then that left hand is going to come to the outside of that right knee. And that right hand is going to come behind. Flex through that left foot. Grow long here. Take a little twist. Belly button, ribs, chest, shoulders. Soften the shoulders down the back of the body. Just feel this nice space coming. My back was a little sore this morning for some reason, so I thought I'm going to do a little bit more twisting, soft forward folds. One more breath. Now, keeping this left hand cupping that right knee, we're going to take this right hand, reach it up to the sky, lift the belly button in, and then take this right arm and begin to just reach it over. Thinking about reaching long instead of collapsing, which kind of shortens it. Same thing, you might move the head a little bit. Let go of that tension. Good. 2 more breaths, lengthening, releasing. Lengthening on that inhale. Softening into it with the exhale. Beautiful. And then slowly lift the belly button as we come back up. That right hand comes back down. Beautiful. And we slow come back through to center. Neutral spine, right? See that? Long neutral spine, no twist. We're going to take this right foot, place it onto the earth. That right knee is kind of up to the sky. Toes up to the sky on that left leg as well. So we're not collapsing. There's a little bit of that nice energy. Left hand wraps around to the outside of that knee. Right hand comes behind you again. Grow long. Draw the belly in. And just take this twist as you draw that right knee kind of towards your chest, right? So there's a push-pull going on here. And just feel that space. Should feel good. Notice how it is for you. Notice where you're forcing. You can always take it deeper if you need. Beautiful. One more breath. Love it. Draw the belly in, and as we slowly release, I don't know why I'm making those sounds today. We're going to take this left hand. We're going to just bring it kind of alongside, a little bit behind, and that right forearm to the inside of that right knee. Grow long, and then take this twist. Just a nice counter twist here, one way to do it. I also like the kind of push-pull of the muscles here, so that right leg, the inner thigh is pushing into that forearm, and the forearm is slightly pushing back. One more breath. Perfect. And then ever so slowly, we're going to release. And we're going to extend this left leg long as well. Give it a little shake. And you might slide that towel under both legs, or you might keep them a little bit more bent here. Whatever feels right to you. You can always stack 2 towels as well. Feet a little bit separated. We're going to grow long. And then slow, we're going to just let these hands slide down the legs, or they can be on the earth. And just allow yourself to come into this forward fold. Doesn't need to be big. I really want you to feel that you're getting extra length into the lower back. So that kind of, if you're rounding right off into the lower back, yeah, sure, you can go lower. But we want you to stay a little bit longer and then fold into it. Notice, give it a chance to notice how that feels when you slow down. Don't go visually as deep in these poses, but getting that long spine, noticing how the legs feel, that lower back, that spine, there it is. The muscles begin to relax as you just stay there for a pause for a few moments. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Draw the belly in, tuck the chin, and roll yourself up. Really nice. From here, just 1 more little twist. We're going to take and bring this right hand to the outside of that left leg. Left hand comes behind. And I want you to really kind of push through that left leg, so get some nice extra flexion in it. It might even go a little bit longer than the right leg. Lift and grow long, and then begin to take this twist here. Again, there's a little bit of push-pull. You're pushing that right hand into that outer left thigh. Take a breath, inhale. A little bit bigger, right? Flex through the feet, exhale. 1 more. Beautiful. Slow, coming through the release. Take your time. And then take that left hand to the outside of that right thigh or calf or knee. Find that flexion. It also helps you grow a little bit longer. Take that right hand behind you. Inhale. And then exhale, belly draws in as we take a nice twist here. Beautiful. Feel the nice energy up the back of the leg, maybe along the outside of that right leg. Belly button lifting, right? I'm always saying the belly button for the core so you can support the twist. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Ever so softly release. And we're going to move here. So take your time. We're going to move to hands and knees, that tabletop position. So you can clear your mat, or you might have a blanket underneath your knees if that's what you need. And if you're using blocks, keep them close, my friend. Set the palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And this is going to feel so good. After all those twists, we're going to just come into those cow and cats that really help kind of that neutral, that long spine release. So starting with that cow, slow please. Lift the chest, lift the tail, heart moves forward. And then slowly, tail begins to lead as it tucks under, belly draws in, and that spine begins to reach up to the sky. Pause here into this cat pose. And you might nod the chin a little bit, breathing into the backs of the shoulder blades, that neck. 1 more breath. And then ever so slowly begin to move back into the cow. So let the tail lift, let the chest move forward, let the heart begin to expand. Beautiful. Pause there now. So find those inhales and that exhale. Feels so good. My back is already saying thank you. Now take another inhale from here. Slow. Lead with the tail. Belly button draws in. Chin tucks. And moving with the breath. Inhale back to that cow. Love it. Exhale back to that cat. Inhale again to that cow. Open up the heart. Make it yours. Exhale. Tuck the tail. Round into that cat. Beautiful. Come back. Nice neutral spine. We're going to take these right toes and curl them under. So really get that space of curling all the toes if you can. And then we're just going to sit back towards that right heel. So maybe right sit bone towards that right heel. We do this often with 2 feet, but I'm just sort of taking that time so we can really focus on 1 foot. So you might even rock a little bit side to side. Notice how it feels. Good. 1 more breath here. Maybe in stillness. Exhale a little deeper. Beautiful. Inhale. Come back up. Release those toes, tops of foot down onto the earth. And curl the left toes under. Try and pause there, get as many of those toes curled under as you can. And sit back, left sit bone towards that left heel. Yeah, feels good. Maybe a nice kind of rocking side to side. Beautiful. And then from here, coming back up, releasing those left toes. And from here, we're going to take and walk these hands out a little bit more out in front of us. And we're going to move forward to that knee down plank. So take your time here, finding that long spine, a slight tuck of the tail. Let the collarbone spread and let the neck be long. And just pause for 3 breaths. Feel the inhales and the belly draws in with the exhale. Inhale, building some strength, inner thighs as well. And those exhales. One more. Inhale. And that exhale. I know. From here, just let those hips slowly dip a little bit. Let that heart open up. Another back bend. Belly button drawing in. Heart is open. Don't overdo. Really connect to what your body is telling you. Exhale. Beautiful. And ever so slowly, we're going to bend these elbows. Keep the chin slightly lifted as you roll down the whole front of your body. Lots of work on the arms. Love it. And then from here, we're going to bring the hands underneath our chest or underneath our forehead. And we're going to bend this right knee and we're going to circle that right ankle. Good. One direction. And then the other. Perfect. Really nice. And then from here, we're going to take and reach round. Maybe we're going to find that right foot with that right hand. Take a pause, just finding that. You might use a strap. And just allow that head to relax back down and that heel to draw in towards that sit bone. You can also take this over on your side, bending that top leg, that right leg, and drawing in that way. So always just find these modifications, moving away from judgment of the body, of ourselves, and just exploring. Beautiful. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Feels nice. Just using the humidity to kind of move through our whole body. Not pushy, not extreme, but just allowing everything to just open. Release that right leg. Bring that hand back down underneath you. Pause there. Let the legs be long. Let that spine be in neutral. It should feel good. Beautiful. From here, we're going to bend that left leg and circle that left ankle one direction. Good. And then from here, we're going to circle it the other direction. Nice. And then from here, coming into that quad stretch, that hip flexor stretch, same thing. So you might reach around with that left hand, find that ankle. If that's difficult, then maybe a strap, or you can roll over to your side. Bend that top knee, that left knee, and maybe find it there. And just find a little bit of that stretch into the quad there. Try not to make it such a big back bend, but a little bit of lifting of that pelvic floor as that left heel draws to the sit bone. This feels good with the shoulders. If they're really tight, coming onto your side feels a little more accessible. One more breath. Beautiful. And then release wherever you are. Coming back, nice neutral spine, legs are long. Take a pause, let the muscles of the back of the hip flexors release. And then from here, we're just gonna bend both knees and we're just gonna rock a little bit of windshield wipers here. Nice relaxing of the lower back muscles. Perfect. Beautiful. Let the legs go long again. Slide the hands back underneath your shoulders. Peel your chest off the earth, moving into that cobra, that bhujangasana pose. And then push out of the hands and slide back, hands and knees. But we're going to keep going into child's pose, letting the knees maybe come for you a little bit wider, toes slide towards each other and sit back. And take your time, gentle rocking side to side, just letting the body kind of sort itself out. Let that head go. Let that chest melt as much as it feels right to you down into the earth. This opens up the shoulders, the heart center, the lower back again, the inner outer hips again. Take 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. And we're going to walk these hands over to the right. As you do, you're reaching that left hand a little bit longer, possibly. You might even place that left hand, that palm on top of the back of the right, and then sit back down into it. So kind of reaching the sit bones down. Nice stretch into the shoulders. So if you have a shoulder that's bothering you, be really mindful not to overdo. So maybe hands side by side. Let the head go. 1 more breath here. And then slowly coming back through to center, walking the hands over to the left, same thing. So hands might be side by side, forearms on the earth, or you might reach a little bit longer with that right hand, or you might place that right palm down onto the back of the left hand and sit back. Either way, just really honor your body. Again, watching your shoulder. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Love it. Bringing the hands back through. Lift the belly button in and up. We're going to slowly come back up. Hands and knees. Bring the knees underneath you. And we're going to curl the toes under, both toes under this time. We're going to walk the hands slightly out in front. And this is where I add that option with those props. If you have blocks and you want to slide them under your hands, we're going to move to a downward dog. So make sure the blocks are on your mat so they have that stickiness to keep them in place. Up to you. Moving into that downward dog, just begin to lift the knees off. Let the feet come a little bit wider than hip distance. And just move side to side. Should feel good into the back of the legs. This nice lengthening, pushing out of the hands. I'm going to put my blocks aside, but again, you're welcome to use them. Let the head go and just slowly feel as you bend one knee and bend the other. Let the chin gently nod side to side. Really nice. Take a breath here. Inhale out through the mouth as you exhale. And then I love this. Just walk your hands back towards your feet. Let the feet remain wide. And then just find that space to drape here. Yeah, let the head go. You might take opposite elbows. You might just keep those arms long like a monkey. Notice the breath. Stay with a nice evenness of breath. Beautiful. And then ever so slowly slide the hands up. This time they're going to come to our thighs. We're going to take that nice half lift. Draw the belly in, tail behind, sit bones spread. Take another breath, inhale. And then slowly exhale as you re-drape your body down. Good, feels really nice. And from here, we're gonna walk the hands back out to that downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale here. And then slowly, we're gonna make our way through to a plank. Now in this plank, you can bring your knees down right away if you like, or you can stay with the knees lifted, up to you. Crown of head to heel of foot to crown of head. Nice energy there. Spread the collarbones again. Knees can be down. We did that before, remember? Take another breath here. Love it. Now lower down all the way. Release the toes. Lift up, peeling off that earth. Beautiful. Release down. From here, lift up, peel into that cobra, push out, tabletop position. We're going to take this right leg and we're going to step it forward between the hands. Again, another place to bring those props in if you like. So right foot steps forward, hands onto the earth or the blocks. Take a breath here, inhale. And then exhale, belly draws in, spine is long. Good, find that focus out in front. One more breath. Love it. Now slide these hands up to the top of that right knee. Help yourself lift up. Focus your gaze out in front. Slight tuck of the tail. Lift of the heart. One more breath. We're going to take this left hand to the outside of that right knee. And this right hand, you can reach it behind, get a little space into the shoulder. So notice how that feels, nothing fancy. And then bring that palm facing out, bring that hand into the lower back. Take a nice inhale, grow long, belly draws in as you exhale and take this twist. Watch your balance. You might fall out of it, just revisit it. Practicing patience with yourself, with these shapes. Good. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly we're going to release, coming forward. Hands are going to come back down to the blocks or the earth. And we're going to take and extend this leg long. I often do this. Always nice to get a little hamstring stretch in there. So blocks can always walk back. They can always come a little bit higher. Yeah, same thing. A little bit of movement. Kind of a little bit of wagging that tail, letting the head relax, and then finding a little lengthening, and then that releasing. There it is. Should feel sweet. Good. Now from here, come up a little bit again. Turn the toes, the knee, the hip, and open them up slightly. Take another breath. And then exhale over that leg, feeling it to the outside of that right leg. Not forceful, make it yours. Leg does not need to be straight. One more breath here. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back through. Sliding that right foot back down onto the earth. And we're going to move ourselves back to hands and knees. And I always offer, if you like to go into child's pose or into that downward facing dog, you're welcome to. If you want to do another flow through that plank, knee down plank, and all the way down, meeting back, you can. I'm just going to take a little downward dog here. You can as well, and that flow if you like, or be in that child's pose and just connect there. 2 more breaths wherever you are. 1 more breath. And for all of us, the knees come back down onto the earth. And we're going to slide that left foot forward between the hands. Finding that lunge on the other side. Hands on the blocks or the earth. Slide in. Yeah, and just pause. Getting that length. to the spine, the heart opening. Beautiful. One more breath. Perfect. Gaze out in front. Slide the hands to the top of that left knee and just begin to lift yourself up. Opening up that heart. Slight tuck of the tail. Remember, as you tuck the tail, you lift the pubic bone. It helps actually lift that pelvic floor. And you'll get a nice little sweet stretch into the hip flexor, that right hip. Stay here. And then from here, slowly, that right hand comes to the outside of that left knee. And we're just taking this left arm and we're beginning to sweep it behind us. And I like to just take my time. I get a little space into the shoulder. Belly draws in, watching my balance. And then just let that hand come into the lower back with the palm facing out. Take a nice inhale, grow long. And then exhale. Again, take that twist, shoulders melt away. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back through to center, that nice neutral. Hands come down, earth or blocks. And slide that left leg along. Walk the blocks back if you like. Find it for you. Don't overdo with these hamstrings. Again, I like a little kind of wag of the tail. And then take a nice inhale. And then exhale into it. Nice stretch up the back of the leg. Left sit bone reaching back, right hip reaching forward. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then from here, just lift a little bit up, soften that knee slightly. We're going to turn the hip, the knee, the ankle out a little bit, right? There it is. And then find some length. And then exhale back over that left leg. Make it yours. We're looking to get some nice sensation to the outer hip, outer knee, outer calf. There it is. Feels good. 1 more breath here. Here we go. Sorry. And then from here, I said, are you kidding me? Bring yourself back down, all the way down onto your back. Beautiful. And when you find yourself on your back, just let these knees rock a little bit side to side. And as you find that space, I want you to take these knees, just draw them into your chest. Give them a nice hug. Let the knees open a little wider. And just feel that lower back. Should feel nice. You can make a nice little rocking movement. Perfect. And then from here, slide the soles of the feet back down onto the earth. We're going to find that rolled towel or blanket. Yeah? Have it alongside you. I want you to take and lift your lower back off the earth and bring that underneath you. You can always use a block. You can always use a bolster. It might be a little high depending. You can always use 2 blankets if you like. So it's underneath it's the base of the spine, and there's a little disc at the end of the tail, right? So that's where we're placing this. And then from here, draw the knees into your chest again. Notice how that feels, that support or that lift of that blanket or towel. And then from here, we're going to take these hands and we're going to slide them down to the ankles, coming into a happy baby. So maybe you find the outer edges of the feet. Maybe the hands are behind the knees. Maybe you take a yogi toe lock. All is well. Just let your body take the support of that cushion underneath your sacrum and help you take the shape. Now from here, this is our last pose. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet together, and maybe you can interlace your hands around those feet, and then just allow those heels to drop down towards the groin and finally the neck, the shoulders. Beautiful, 2 more breaths. Let the knees kind of melt away. So this is where we started. Remember this Baddha Konasana, we're just taking it on our backs, this Supta. 1 more breath here. Should feel good. Now you can stay here or begin to take these feet and kind of lift them over our heads a little bit. Basically, you're taking that a little tighter diamond and you're opening it up. Remember how we did that? And you're going to feel this a little bit along the outer edges of the hips, down the outside of the legs. Keep that lower back reaching down into that support. Relax the shoulders and neck. Good. 1 more breath. Perfect. And then ever so slowly release, draw the knees back into the chest, should feel fine. And then soles of the feet down onto the earth. Take your time. Just pause there with the support underneath your back. You can let the knees come together and the feet a little bit wider into that constructive rest. And just let yourself go. Two more breaths here. Good, perfect. One more breath. And then just let those feet kind of move underneath the knees. Lift the belly button and slide that blanket or support out from underneath that sacrum. An option here, you might take that support, slide it behind the knees. Yeah. And then find your way. We're going to move into Shavasana. Letting the legs go long, maybe over that cushion or bolster. Letting the hips and knees and feet roll out. Letting the palms turn up and the heart open. Take a nice breath here. Inhale. And then a nice big exhale. And just let go. Let yourself be. And just let your body connect to the earth, connect to the practice, being in this space of here and now, nothing to do, nowhere to be. Find your breath, just stay flowing in and out softly. Softness of your body, your mind. And releasing all of that stress of the past, of the future, and just being in this place of your heart. Slowly, just begin to move the fingertips and toes. You might roll yourself over to your side, coming into that fetal position. Just pausing there, taking in the space of gratitude, of thanks for all that we have in this moment. And then slowly lifting yourself up as you find your seat. Notice how you feel. And bringing your palms together at your heart center, bowing into your heart. Honoring this place within, this place full of light that is always there. Just honoring that, being a part of it, allowing ourselves that grace. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Let me know if you did, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Seems like the sun is back out, which is lovely. And again, watch the humidity, and I hope to see you all soon. Be well. Peace.